Can't hear you. You're muted.
Linda.
So can we rewind and reintroduce myself because you were muted, nurse? Hello, can you? Welcome, welcome, my dears. Welcome. Welcome, my dears. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Very, very clearly.
Perfect. I'm Count Dracula, and I've been sleeping around for 200 years, and I've woken up. Every one of you, be careful, be very, very scared, for I'm going to drink your blood. If you have O positive, you better hide because that's my favorite one. I love O positive. Who is O positive here? Anyone O positive? Nurse Deva, please find all the O positive and bring them to me first, because I love the taste. It's nice and crinkly and sweet. It's the best blood that you can have, my dear friends. Welcome, ghouls and goblins, princesses and witches, rock stars and darkness, pirates, cowgirls, oh my goodness, super people and black cats. Welcome to the meeting. My name is Count Dracula. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a meeting of leadership speak. God knows what that means, but welcome to Count Dracula's castle. Please rename yourself according to who you are as a character. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a full program for you. Right from drinking each other's blood to fighting like pirates. I want you to all know that when we launch the polls, each poll is divided into 3 sections. You're going to vote for the best speaker or the best evaluator overall. You're also going to vote for your vocal variety of the speaker, second category. And the third category will be the Zoom presence, my dear friends, and ghouls and goblins, which means Zoom presence is how they've used video filters, or they come dressed up as something and they've used lighting properly and they've been seen properly on Zoom. You're going to vote on those. So every vote, every poll will have 3 different sections, and there's only 2 polls, one for the speaker and one for the evaluator. And if you don't behave yourselves, you'll be brought to me by the nurse. Nurse, where are you? Very good.
We lost connection with her. She just sent me a message. Her internet is down. So I will help out as much as I can.
All right, Nurse Pinkerton.
To the rescue, as always.
So there's no rescue here. You've got to bring some patients over here so that I can drink the blood so that we can get energized a little bit here. Now,
would you like?
Nurse Pinkerton, if you can bring our timer here, my daughter, Countess Zalenska, so that she can explain her role, and then we will bring the person who's going to raise the glass of blood afterwards. So first, Countess Zalenska, please, what are you doing here today?
Thank you, Count Regular. Countess Valeska, Count Regular's daughter, shall keep a watchful eye on your performance as a speaker. For the icebreakers, after 4 minutes, you shall have to leave the comfort of your home. And after 5 minutes, charge your broom, get ready on your marks and ready for your departure, because after 6 minutes, you will land here. Happy landing. If you overstay your visit after 6 minutes and 30 seconds, Count Regular's assistant nurse Diva will come and draw your blood. As he is very desirous, so he can hibernate for the next 200 years. You may take over, Count Regular.
Countess Valeska. What the timing you mentioned is for an icebreaker, 4, 5, and 6. But if it is a regular speech, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Ladies and gentlemen, for evaluations, 2, 2.5, and 3. I will ask everyone to be cognizant of time, but have fun and laugh a lot. Don't be serious like Count Dracula, because if you don't laugh, your blood will be sucked. Careful. Now, Nurse Pinkerton, please bring the pirate over. Where's that pirate?
Looking for a pirate, and he is here, coming.
Very good.
He's coming. Your pirate is here, sir.
Hello, pirate.
Hello.
You have a very special role today. You are going to raise a glass of blood for us to taste. I love it. Go ahead, pirate, and raise that glass of blood for us.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. It's Halloween time too. And with that, what a theme for the day. Can you imagine the vocal variety and Zoom presence that will be demonstrated today by all those creepy and spooky creatures out there? These creatures have no fear. They come out of your closets. They come out in the night. They come out behind you and just scare the hell out of you. I get totally spooked, yet they are a lot of fun, and therefore I like them and want to honor them. Please raise your glass and join me in a toast to those spooky creatures out there.
To spooky creatures. And if in my glass you see real blood.
The darkness.
Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Nurse Pinkerton, this is not O positive. This is A negative. Can I please change this to O positive? This is no good. It doesn't taste well.
On my way to get you some.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now we begin to see who can come here and speak in front of us. We have 7 speakers. Be very, very scared. Be very scared. They are very scary people. They might just about eat you up. Be careful, be scared. Our very first speaker is Darkness Exorcised herself. And she's got a secret weapon. And today we are going to do very, very differently. The evaluators will not be addressing the objectives. It is all on the agenda. Have a look at the agenda. There's a link in the chat for the agenda. Nurse Pinkerton, could you please repost the link to the agenda for those who've arrived later so they can see the agenda? Our first speaker is Darkness Exorcised herself. And of course, Darkness Exorcised herself is going to be evaluated by Sandi Emdin, who is the superstar of this meeting. Sandi, thank you. Darkness Exorcised is coming from persuasive influence, connect with storytelling. Ladies and gentlemen, Nurse Pinkerton, bring Darkness Exorcised, who is Nikhita Winkler,
Yes.
to me. Thank you. Darkness Exorcised, the secret weapon, Darkness Exorcised.
Enlightened and endarkened souls, I am darkness, and I am everywhere. You cannot perceive me, but I live amongst you, and I am within you. You cannot exist without me. Now, fear, for I am here to control this world. You can have immense power if you are in my darkness. Feed me with your ego. Feed me with your anger, your greed, your jealousy. Feed me with your resentment and your hatred, and you can have everything you want. You can be the best, but remember, do not show them who you really are. Hide your scars in my darkness. They must never know who you really are. No! Don't show them! Don't do it! They will kill us both! No! Don't show them! So I surrendered to the fear, and I showed them my scars. Cracked open, I became vulnerable, and I became weak. And so we both died the death of our ego. For I was blind, But now I see that all these years darkness had me in its love for power. But within me was a force stronger. It was the power of love. The power of love. The evening that we died, it was raining. And I was woken up by a presence above me at 3 a.m. in the morning. It was an energy of light whispering into my lifeless body. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is your light, not your darkness, that frightens you most. That morning, it was misty, and fear knocked on my door with all its friends. Hatred, anger, resentment, jealousy, and greed. And I calmly invited them in. And I asked them, do you want to hurt me, or do you want to use me to hurt others? They pretended not to hear me, and they said, we know the darkness in your soul. They touched the wounds that have not healed yet, and they called for vengeance. They called for tricks and subtle poisons to use against my enemies. So I encouraged them to continue talking until I heard everything. Then I stood up and I left. Evil was weary and empty and too weak to follow me. I continued walking in the power of love, because where there is love, there is light. And where there is light, darkness cannot exist.
Darkness. I am the prince of darkness. Somebody is bringing light to me. By the end of this meeting, maybe I shall be in love. I don't know. What a profound speech. What a great quote from Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Wonderfully done. Thank you very much. Please take your notes on the speaker's vocal variety, Zoom presence, and the speech itself. That was Nikhita Winkler as Darkness Exercised. Our next speaker is going to be the Invisible Man, World Champion of Public Speaking, finalist at Nashville, member of Leadership Speak, Fursey Gotuaco, the Invisible Man. Nurse Pinkerton, bring him here. Bring the Invisible Man here. Perhaps we can see him. We can only see him because of his clothes. All right, Mr. Invisible Man. Everybody please take note of his work variety, Zoom presence, and his speech, because you're going to be voting on 3 categories for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, his evaluator today is going to be AJ Herron. Of course, we're not going to call AJ Herron to tell us what it's all about. I will tell you so that we can go a bit more quickly. The Invisible Man, Fursey Gotuaco, is speaking from dynamic leadership using descriptive language. That's what he's going to be doing. The Invisible Man, the mirror of authenticity, the mirror of authenticity, the Invisible Man. Welcome, my dear. Welcome.
When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see your face? I do not. And that is why I am destined to be invisible. I am invisible because I have failed. I am invisible because I have failed to find my voice. I am invisible because I have failed to generate myself. How many of you can say the same or would say the same? I was not always this way, you know. There was a time when I could look in the mirror and be proud of that man. There was a time when I could look into the mirror and say I acted with truth, that I had the courage to act with truth. But you see, the mirror of authenticity tells you more than just what you see. It tells you also what you do not see. And its light burns bright. Oh, there was a time when I would listen to my heart. And it was there in my heart that I found my voice. And when I found my voice, I was able to show myself. And I did not need to hide. I did not need to hide behind materials. I did not need to hide behind lies. I did not need to hide behind fear. I did not need to hide behind others. I could step forward as a speaker, as a leader. I could stand in front of others and allow myself to be seen, to be heard. I could speak what was in my heart, in my mind, in my soul. I did not need to live in fear. I could speak when I could see and others could see me. Have you ever lived a life where you could speak what you wanted to say to anybody, where you could do anything that you wanted to do, that your heart told you to do, that you could shine in front of others and lead them and help them, to support them, to direct them, to encourage them? Have you lived that life? I did once. But then failure struck. And when I began to fail, I grew fear. I grew fear inside of me. And instead of standing out in front of everyone, which is what I wanted to do, when I wanted to say, I am here and I can help you. I can encourage you. But then that fear grew because I allowed it to grow. Oh, the mountain of challenges get immense. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe it's too big a job. Maybe I'm too busy. Maybe I can't handle the technology. Maybe instead of standing out in front of others, I will simply go back to being invisible. It's okay to be invisible, it really is. It's okay to be invisible. I would rather be invisible than be vulnerable. I cannot stand the light. And I cannot stand to look in the mirror. Because what I see is lies. Lies that I tell myself. How about you? When you look in the mirror, do you see your face? Do you see your heart? Do you see the goodness that you can give to others? Do you see how an encourager you can be, a leader you can be, how brave you can be? I hope you do, because I cannot. I hope you do, because I cannot. I hope you do, because I cannot. Back to you, Dr.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 speeches, all about uncovering yourself. What a coincidence. Wow. Please take note. Do you want to be invisible? Do you want to look at yourself in the mirror and see who you really are? Or do you want to put on your dark glasses and a mask? Profound. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please take note. What a great speech that was. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my own very nurse Pinkerton is about to speak. And her evaluator, please note, Ray Waldo is going to be the evaluator. Nurse Pinkerton is going to be speaking from Understanding Your Leadership Style. Strategic Relationship, Level 2, speech number 1. And let's see what sort of leadership she's got today, because I think she's got great leadership. She's bringing everyone to me so I can drink the blood. This is all positive. Thank you, nurse. Thank you very much. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Marianna Burka, Nurse Pinkerton. Nurse Pinkerton is leading Marianna Burka. All yours.
Hi. Your nurse Pinkerton is here to help you in case you need help. I am a highly trained nurse specialized in bites. All bites. Mosquito bites, spider bites, snake bites. But my real specialty is vampire and Dracula bites. Look, he's sitting over there. Beware. Watch out for yourself. But don't worry. If trouble happens, I'll be here to save you with my group of nurses. They are very well trained. I trained them myself, one and each of them, for your treatment. And this is not a democracy here. But I say it goes. My nurses, they know it's my way or no way. But that is to ensure your high quality treatment at all times. We don't cut corners. After all, we are dealing with life and death situations every time. I might be autocratic, but it's for you, for your survival. Last year, I had this big, burly guy. He got bitten by a pretty little vampirette. I treated him personally, and he was doing so well. I thought he was cured. But as I was walking here today, I saw him lurking behind the corner, looking for prey. Oh my! He turned into a vampire himself. What a shame! What a shame! Watch out, my dear friends. He is very, very dangerous. As you can see, we have to be on high alert at all times. That's why I have to keep order all the time. But keeping order and my nurses in line, it's easy for me. My great-great-great-grandfather, Attila the Hun, he was the most organized and ruthless leader of all time. Now, I am not ruthless. I am very gentle, very, very organized for your benefit. I see you looking at my uniform. Yeah, people think that nurses should be in white, crisp white. We tried it. It didn't work for us. You know, we work with blood, so much blood. Yeah, it is your blood, but it ends up on our uniform all over. Horrible. We look scary. And our patients who didn't die from blood loss, they died from fear as we were approaching them. to help them. We were so scary. But now we changed our uniform to red. And when our clients see us, they're happy, optimistic. They will get a life-saving care. Now, all that organization and studying, even though it can happen, but our commitment is not working. Very sad, but it happens. And if that happens with you, please make peace with it. After all, what can you lose? Well, you cannot go to the sun anymore. But hey, sun gives you cancer. Just take vitamin D and enjoy the night life. So much things you can do during the night. And if you come back next year as a new vampire, please, please bite as many people you can. Because we nurses, we need work. We need job. After all, this is a profit-oriented business.
Thank you. Didn't know that you had finished the role. Nurse. Can you bring Nurse Deva as well here? And Nurse Pinkerton, can you all come here? Let me see. Ah, my nurses are here. Very, very good.
Excuse
Now,
me.
I have a complaint about this. It is getting very, very cold. It has to be at 36.4 degrees or 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Nurse Deva, what's the temperature of this? It's getting very cold. It's getting icy. Please, more warm, right temperature blood, please. And I will drink it.
Okay.
I have some blood for you.
Nurse
Check
Deva.
here.
Bring Countess Zaleska over here.
Which contest?
Have blood for you.
All right, my dear, this is my daughter here. She drinks a lot of blood as well. Make sure you feed her some blood. Very good.
Voilà, yeah. Me too.
All right, our next speaker, if you will spotlight me, and the next bring the princess. I love princess's blood. Princess Ashwini Arondkar. Where is she? Bring her here. Bring her to me.
Yes, I will try to find her. This black cat, is that?
All right.
I don't know the name, Ashwina. Is the black cat?
Nurse Pinkerton, please find the princess and bring her to me.
The princess is
She
sitting
too.
next to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. My dear princess, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Do you prefer 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 36.3 degrees centigrade? What do you prefer?
I love something which is warm.
You like warm blood, you don't like cold. Nurse Deva, make sure The blood is warm for our princess, my guest here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, her evaluator is going to be none other than Ram Lakhanpal. Ram, please take note of her Zoom presence, her dress, her vocal variety, and everybody else too, because you'll be all voting for this. And pressure, yes, of course, you should all feel some pressure today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Princess Ashwina Arondkar is speaking from Dynamic Leadership 101. She's going to, oh my goodness, you're going to break some ice? Ice is cold. We need some hot, dark stuff. All right, never mind. You can break some ice today. You are forgiven. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashwini Arondkar, my princess. Attitude matters. Attitude mentors. Princess, all yours.
It's not your aptitude, but your attitude which determines your altitude. The famous quote by Zig Ziglar, a world-renowned motivational speaker, has been my secret mantra. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Ashwini Arondkar, a mother, a daughter, and wife, and an ever-evolving sales professional standing in front of you in one beautiful package on your screen today. I was born in a small city of Burka, located in Karnataka. And the day I was born, I had privilege to be on the move because my dad was a banker by profession. He had a transferable job which made him move from each city after every 3 years. While we were constantly on move, one thing which always remained static with me, and that was his affection for me. I was his princess. Though I didn't have that diamond tiara to wear, his hugs were as precious as the best diamonds in the world. One thing he passed on to me, that was being very positive towards life. And that came because he had come up with struggle in his life. From his schooling days till he got into a job. Everything was difficult to overcome, and still he completed his education, he got a job, and we were born. And this positive attitude is what he turned around in his life for. When I was 8, while I was about to perform on a stage, what happened is my ghagra got torn off and I burst into tears. My dad came to me and said, "Don't worry, daughter. It's just your dress which has got torn off. But your expressions, your hand gestures are going to help you. This is the time when adversity is going to turn on your destiny." I was not convinced, but I just went onto the stage and I performed. There was an applause when I finished my performance. And that applause still rings my ear, and that leads to a lot of motivation even today. After this, my sister came into picture. My young sister, my partner in crime, my confidant. My father continued doting on both of us. He did all possible ways. He provided all possible facilities to complete our education. My father helped me to bridge that gap, which was looking very wide. He helped me to take an education loan because at that point in time, 20 years back, it was difficult to complete a master's degree without an education loan. He helped me to do that. And that was a time he turned my life. After I got a job, I repaid all my education loans, and his appreciation for me was more precious than the award which I had got for the best performance in the sales in my first year of my job. Then comes the next phase of life. After being into a nuclear joint family, from a sweet little princess, I was a queen of a big joint family, where I met my Prince Charming, Harshat. His one beautiful smile had stolen my heart. After I got married, I came into this family, and the kind of love they bestowed on me was like a daughter. Living a queen's life in a joint family taught me a lot of things. It taught me time management. It taught me managing in adversities. It taught me collaboration, leading throughout the situation, respecting elders, yet understanding their perspective. This benevolent attitude helped me to win not only my family members, but it helped me to grow in my career. Today, I am a sales professional which has been seasoned with all this learning. I am a mother of an 11-year son. We meet, passing on my life lessons to him to get that right attitude, which will determine him the higher altitudes in his life. As I end, I would like to quote a small story. It is said that when eagles fly high, there are small birds keep perching on his wings and try to bring them down. The eagle doesn't do anything to them. It just keeps flying high. And when air becomes thin, the bird vanishes. Eagle keep soaring high. I want to be the eagle of that life. What do you think, my fellow members? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Amazing speech.
Thank you.
Attitude and altitude. Eagles fly high. And when do you learn time management? Please do get married if you want to learn time management. Great speech, Princess. Great speech. Now, all those who are members of Count Dracula's castle, Leadership Speak members especially is who I'm addressing right now. Leadership Speak is all about visibility. You will have to put your videos on. If you are part of Leadership Speak, please put on your videos, because we are learning by watching each other and supporting each other. So you have to be seen. You cannot be hiding behind closed video screens if you're a member of Leadership Speak. For guests, I hope that you can put on your videos, because we don't hide behind screens. That if you want to become a member, you will be asked to put on your videos all the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nurse Pinkerton, Nurse Deva is here now. Thank you so much, Nurse Deva. Welcome, Nurse. Welcome, Nurse Deva. It's so good to see you. Welcome. Now, do you have any victims for me, Nurse Deva? Who's the next victim?
The next victim is Sudarshan Seshadri.
The little devil himself. All right. I love this devil guy. You know, he's been my friend for 7 generations, which sleeping for 200 years, I come back once every 200 years. Little devil, how are you? Very good, very good. I love it. You've always been the same. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this little devil here is our number 5 speaker. And our general evaluator is going to be the evaluator of this devil here, Sharon Jenkins, the cowgirl. Little devil, make sure the cowgirl is convinced of your evil deeds. And he is going to be speaking from persuasive influence. He's doing an icebreaker too. Oh my goodness, you're going cold here on me, little devil.
My dear Dracula, Sharon is not evaluating our little devil. It is Sandra Lynchen.
I don't have it on my agenda.
For the last minute change. If you open the agenda, she's there now.
Who is it? Who is the evaluator?
Sandra Lynchen.
I don't know that person. Oh my
She's
goodness, somebody's
she's
coming
the
to my
guest.
castle.
She's our guest.
Somebody's coming to my castle without me knowing. Okay, we shall do that. Sandra Lachman, we shall see you later on. Please take note of the little devil here. And the little devil is doing his icebreaker speech, persuasive influence. Let's see how he persuades me that he is the real devil that I've known for 1400 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Sudarshan Seshadri, the little devil himself, the little devil, Sudarshan Seshadri.
Hi, good afternoon. Can I meet with Mrs. Williams, please? Yes, sir. May I know who is this? This is Sue. No, just tell her the little devil himself is here to meet her. She was perplexed. She was astounded. She picked up the phone very gingerly and said, "Ma'am, principal ma'am, there is a man here. He says he is the little devil." From the other end, "Please send him, please send him, please don't send him." Fellow Toastmasters and guests, this was me visiting my school after 30 long years. And my English teacher then in school had now become the principal. She had been the one to bestow me with this grand name, the little devil. Let me tell you a story of how this little devil was born. It was a warm afternoon in the month of May, just when the school was supposed to close for summers. Shalini, in a beautiful pink tutu, was walking around the class carrying candy, for it was her birthday. "Please have a candy. Please have a candy." She comes to me. I get up from my place, give her a warm hug, and I have my first kiss in life. Mwah! The whole class, "Oh, look at Sudarshan. Look at what he is doing. Oh, he kissed her." I was all of 7, and I laid a wet one right on her. Mrs. Williams walks into the class. "Teacher, teacher, 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 Sudarshan kissed Shalini." "Oh, you little devil. Every day I hear something new about you. Every time I come to the class, this little devil has to do something. Today, your punishment. Go sit with the girls. No more sitting with the boys. Go right now and sit with the girls." A little late, about less than 5 minutes. Ma'am, I want to speak with you." The girl behind me is telling the teacher, "Sudarshan is saying he wants to marry Kalyani and have 4. "Oh, you naughty little devil, get out of class. Go and meet principal. You don't deserve to be in class." Fellow Toastmasters and guests, that was me, circa 1980 something. And from then on, the very tile on which I used to kneel down outside Mrs. Williams' office is now a coffee coaster in her office. Because guess what? For 8 long years that I was in that particular school, every single day, this little devil had an adventure of sorts. Whether it was climbing up on the teacher's cupboard, whether it was breaking a stool or a bench in class, or just spraying ink on all my friends. All of it, this little devil had always taken part in with gusto. Whether it was spraying red ink and calling it blood, whether it was applying gum on the tables and making sure that someone that touched it got their hand stuck to it. I've been there, done that. And the name Little Devil rides easy on me. As our Count Dracula introduced me, for the last thousands of years, I've been doing this and this exactly. Even to this date, people that know me would say, "Please keep away sharp objects from this little devil." Whether it's a pin or a pencil or a pen or a spoon or a fork becomes a weapon in my hand. Why? Because I try to find a lot of different things to do with it. When the fidget spinners came, my boys got me one. Why? Because they said, "You, Dad, are the most distracted among all of us. When we are watching a movie, you're liable to get your hand stuck in the couch in which you're sitting. You're liable to get your feet pinched when you try to open the recliner. You are liable to spill your coffee. So keep this fidget spinner and keep spinning it, because you might probably not be devilish just when you're doing that." So Toastmasters and guests, what I'm trying to tell you is, this little devil has been on a merry adventure. Every time I get into an adventure and I find myself in hot soup, as I usually do, the one thing that comes to my rescue is my sense of humor. Because I don't tend to laugh at people, I tend to laugh at myself. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube and just search for District 105 Toastmasters event from about 3 years back, our division contest. I am a man who's been blessed with 5 left feet, not 1, not 2, but 5. I was invited by a demure dancer to say, please come up on stage and give me company, without batting an eyelid. This little devil was on the stage trying to swoon with the music. What resulted was both of us landed on our ample posteriors and the whole room started laughing at all of us. Guess what? I stood up and said, fellow Toastmasters and guests, today you've learned a new step. You know the jazz, you know the jive, you know the waltz. This is the little devil. If you don't want to know what it is, come and learn with me backstage and you can come and try it on stage. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, this little devil has been having fun, and this is another chapter in the fun journey that I'm having. Thank you for having me here today. Back to you, Count Dracula, Dracula.
My dear devil, it's been 1400 years and you still being a devil. Now I know how to go and sit with the ladies. I shall be misbehaving so I can be made to sit with the ladies. I didn't know that. Oh my goodness me. That was the little devil himself. He hasn't improved in 1400 years, and that is a good thing. Never, never give up, little devil. Now, Nurse Deva, where are you? Come over here.
Yes.
Oh, who's our next victim now? Who's our next victim? Is it the black cat? Oh my goodness, the black cat. Okay.
Yes.
Is our new member in our castle. Recently joined us, the black cat. He is going to be evaluated by Mrinal Kanti Ghosh all the way from Kolkata. Mrinal, take note of the black cat. And she is a stranger in disguise. Presentation mastery level 1, speech number 3, introduction to vocal variety and body language. Oh my goodness. Aswati Rajan is her name, this black cat. Aswati Rajan, a stranger in disguise. A stranger in disguise, Aswati Rajan.
Boom. How many of you have played this game during your childhood? I am sure you all must have done it. The joy of seeing the beautiful smile of your loved ones behind the mask is really special, isn't it? But imagine if you see a stranger behind the mask, not your loved ones. How will you react? Will you be shocked, scared, or perplexed? Hello, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Have you ever wondered what makes you feel so? If you fear a spider or a snake, it's based on what you have learned. Some of these creatures are venomous and can literally kill you. But not all the fears are based on such concrete information. Some fears are based on what you really don't know. And one such fear is fear of strangers. Fear of strangers, which starts at the age of 4 to 5 months and which can stay with you forever. It's a natural feel to feel nervous, hesitant, or uneasy in front of strangers. When people feel so, it prevents them from speaking, socializing, and even trusting others. It happened to me too. A kind of unknown fear caught me when I got introduced to Mr. Abed. Mr. Abed was a physics teacher from Lebanon who was looking for an online teaching platform. And I was desperately looking for a physics teacher for my academy. He came across a flyer on social media and immediately mailed me his profile. Wow, really a promising profile. He's so well qualified and very experienced. Exactly what I wanted. But he's from other country. Can I really trust him? Different language, different culture. Will he also have different ethics or even different emotions? All such doubts curbed my mind and made me nervous. By the way, do you all know there is a biological mechanism that kicks in when you feel nervous? It's a built-in nervous system response that that pushes us or alerts us to a danger zone. But what kind of danger I was expecting here? I really didn't know. I ignored his profile and kept searching for other candidates. Though I was in dire need of a physics teacher and my students were waiting for so long, I was getting continuous calls from their parents. Still, I did not consider Mr. Abed, only because he was a stranger. What if the stranger is in disguise? What if he comes out to be a fraud? All those thoughts were running in my mind. 1 month passed and he was continuously messaging and requesting me to give him a chance. But I could not get the courage to accept Mr. Abed, only because of my fear of strangers. But as they say, when no other options left, trying is the only option left. And finally, I decided to take that risk. I fixed a demo with Mr. Abed and immediately scheduled the classes for him. From the very next day, he surprised me with his sincerity and dedication. He sent a planner for all his classes. And also, every class he used to send me an update. It didn't stop there. He was taking regular feedback from the parents too. And above all, he became the friendly guide for all my students. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's been almost a year and Mr. Abed is an asset to my academy. Not only that, I have got a good friend who is a wonderful human being too. I understood how beautiful the world can be if we accept others with their differences. Many a times, we defend our mechanism of thoughts by being in our comfort zone. We stay with people whom we know, even though some don't do good for you. We get worried by being amongst the strangers, even though few do so much of good to you. You need to analyze and move with people to understand their wavelength, their interests, and their behavior. Many might be genuine. Just like there is a firewall in software where it is used to block viruses, we have built a wall where we unknowingly block us from passing through many good souls. So let us break that wall and accept those strangers in disguise who can be an angel for your life. And like me, you never know, you may also get a mentor like distinguished Toastmaster Brahm, or a well-wisher like Marianna, or a special friend like Mr. Abed. What do you say, Toastmaster? Thank you.
Thank you very much. There are no strangers, especially in this room. As you can see, there's a lot of people here, and some videos are still off They're choosing to be strangers. If you are from Leadership Speak, please put on your video. If you are a guest who is participating in this meeting, I suggest to put on your video. Now, Nurse Deva, I see that you've already brought my next victim here, the witch Cruella, who is Rosie Rana.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, how's her blood? Did you test her blood?
It's very sweet.
Sweet blood? Oh my goodness, witches have sweet blood? That's a big surprise to me. All right. Distribute it amongst all of our guests. Make sure they all drink some little blood from the witch.
Yes, okay.
Very good, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you from Kenya, all the way, Rosie Rana, the witch Cruella. And her evaluator is going to be Bindhu Joseph. Now, Rosie Rana, wishing you all the best, is speaking from Presentation Mastery, Introduction to Vocal Variety. No, sorry. She's speaking from strategic relationships connecting with storytelling. Ladies and gentlemen, Witch Cruella, Rosie Rana, wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the best, Rosie Rana, Witch Cruella.
Hello, you sumptuous, delightful Toastmasters. I am your unfriendly witch paying you a discourteous call. I'm here because I'm hosting Halloween Witches Ball. But don't be excited. I'm not here to invite you. I'm here because you, all of you are going to be my ingredients. I'm going to cook you all for supper. Because for the ball, I have been appointed the head chef. So here's my menu. I will begin with tomato soup. Then, after the tomato soup will be fish fingers. After fish fingers will be steak and kidney pie, brain cutlets, and ice cream. What a wonderful meal. I look forward to making it with you all. Don't try to escape because the exits are all closed right now. So let's start with the tomato soup. The tomato soup, I shall poke holes in your bodies with this many holes. And then I shall squeeze every drop. I am very good at that because before I became a witch, I was the head of the revenue department. But you are so many. I think there will be too much tomato soup. So I shall take the rest of your blood, ferment it, and we shall make wine. Leadership Rouge, Leadership Speak Rouge 2022. I shall toast you, it shall be the best toast in hell. With the tomato soup ready, we shall go to fish fingers. Now, whoever said fish have fingers, the fish have no fingers. But you all have fingers. I'm going to use your fingers. Now, I'm not going to waste time and energy slashing them with a knife. I shall just yank them like this. Yeah. fish fingers. Next, I shall get to the brain cutlets. You are such a brainy lot as Toastmasters, so brainy. So your brain is like this. I shall just squeeze it like that, and yank the gray matter and make cutlets from the gray matter. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. Now that the brain cutlets are ready, it is time for the steak and kidney pie. So this is what I shall do. I shall put it down your throat. Put down the same riddle down your throat into your gut. Pull out the kidney. Yes, skewer that kidney. Oh, there is no better steak and kidney pie than that from freshly plucked kidneys. Yes. I shall also put my arm back down your digestive system and remove your livers. Throw them in the chopper. Oh, when did you last have chopped liver and wine? What a beautiful combination. Ha, ha, ha. With this meal ready, and such a beautiful meal, we must have ice cream. I can see, Dracula, you heard wrong. You thought I said ice cream because I'm only screaming ice cream all the time, but no. I did not say ice cream, and I did not say ice cream. I said ice cream, ice cream. I shall gorge out your eyes, and the cream of your eyes shall make my ice cream. Just as beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, oh, dessert is in the eyes of the Toastmaster. Yes. Oh, what a delightful meal. Oh. Excuse me? Excuse me, hello? What? Me? Over your dead body? No way. Huh. Can you believe it? They've just fired me from being a witch, from being the head chef. No. Over my dead body. But hang on a minute. The ingredients are all here. You are the ingredients. I shall have the last laugh. I'm going to open the doors so that you can all escape. The new witch shall not have any ingredients to make anything. She will go so. Last laugh mine. Escape. Glory to the devil. And the end of the witch's ball. Back to you.
I have not laughed so much in a while. I'm getting tears down my cheeks. Nurse Deva. Count Dracula is not supposed to be laughing. Where is my nurse? Nurse Deva is not here. Nurse Pinkerton, are you there? Please, thank you very much. Could you please spotlight us together?
Yes.
All right, while you're sorting out, spotlighting us together, can you also bring in my daughter, Countess Zaleska here? And where is the Nurse Deva? Thank you, Nurse Pinkerton. Now bring Countess Zaleska over here, my daughter. Countess Zaleska, come over here, come over here. Now tell us, have you laughed so much before? I'm like tears down my cheeks. Oh my goodness. The witch, oh my goodness. Now, Countess Zaleska, tell us the timings of these people.
Count regular, yes, I will do. The darkness exercise, 7 minutes, 18 seconds. And the invisible, wow, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. Nurse Pinkerton, on the dot, 7 minutes. The princess, 5 minutes, 26 seconds. Little devil, 6 minutes, 16 seconds. And the black cat, 6 minutes, 36. And the witch Cruella, 7 minutes.
You got muted.
Thank you, Countess.
But sent the nurse to draw some blood, so you'll have to go thirsty.
I totally personally prefer this new steak and kidney pie, the way it's being made. The recipe is perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we break for a couple of minutes, I will launch the poll here for the speaker. Now, this has got 3 different parts, as I'd said before. Overall, how they did well, number 1. And then as the best speaker, then you will vote for the best vocal variety among the speakers, and then the Zoom presence as to their attire or their lighting and how they appeared on Zoom, or the Zoom effects that they used, either one. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here is the poll. Please vote for all the 3 categories for the speakers. And while you're voting for the categories, I will now call for a break. And the break is going to be for, let's see, that's the time on my clock. Oh my God, we are running a little late. So the break isn't going to be that long. The break is only going to be for 2 minutes while you're voting. So Countess Zaleska, 2 minutes, please, on the timer. And then we have to run very quickly.
Yeah, count regular, 2 minutes are running.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm done. But then my end was too abrupt. That was a red flag.
Keep voting. Everyone should please vote in the 3 different categories for the speakers. Let's encourage our speakers. They put in a great effort here today, tremendous amount of effort. Actually, they stretched way beyond what they would normally do.
30 seconds left, 30 seconds.
Thank you, Countess. So please encourage our speakers to do even better by voting, and let's see who will be in the 3 categories. Doing well. Perfect.
Countess is counting.
Now, I can see only 20 people out of 33 in this room have voted, which means a lot more people need to vote. If you're in this room, you cannot withhold yourself. You're our guest or you're part of Leadership Speak, you need to vote. And please do that. Thank you. I should see more than 20 people voting.
I wasn't getting it to submit, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will keep the vote on the side open. I will not close it because I think some more people do really need to vote. Hopefully they'll come back from the break and start to vote for the best speaker. If you were a speaker, you can of course vote for yourself as well. So don't hold back if you want to vote for yourself. It's democracy. Or vote for somebody else that you thought needs or has or did better, whichever it is. But I would ask our guests here, there's a lot of guests here who are not voting. They're just sitting on the sidelines. We need participation as well. Thank you very much. And better, so that it becomes even better when you're participating. Ladies and gentlemen, Count Dracula here, back on track for the all your blood. And now I'm going to call the cowgirl here to deliver her piece. Our cowgirl is a division director in District 86. Her name is Sharon Jenkins, a very good friend as well. And she is going to tell you a little bit more about it. So, Nurse Deva, where is our cowgirl? Bring her on. Is she here? I can't see her.
She's there next to you.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you very much. Hello, cowgirl. How are you?
I'm dandy. How are you?
I'm doing very well. You know, I usually used to drink cow blood before, but now, you know, I've switched because of the witch over there, you know, with the kidney pie and all that, and the ice cream. Ice cream was very nice and sweet. But now, cowgirl, you take over and I'll go and rest for a little while. All yours.
All right. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to my corral, where the cowboys and cowgirls will spur you on. We lassoed everyone into the corral, and the evaluators will give you a fine ride. It'll pass faster than the Pony Express. Timing 2 to 3 minutes. Super Sandy, can you please evaluate darkness exercised?
Thank you very much, Cowgirl Sharon. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, and especially to Toastmaster Nikhita. Nikhita, I've been a Toastmaster for almost 20 years, and I have never had the privilege of watching what I have to say was a performance. And I'll evaluate using Count Dracula's suggested evaluation structure today, starting with vocal variety. The vocal variety that you used included the entire spectrum of whispering and being scary, and the whole, everything about your vocal variety. I think I stopped breathing for some of your performance, and I really leaned into it. You used quite a range, and to do a whisper on Zoom and then to be loud is truly a gift. Your vocal variety, I would score 10 out of 10 personally in the way I received it. Now, the Zoom presence as well, the Zoom, I guess the technology that you use, I can't speak to it specifically because, as you may know, I don't know much about technology, but I know polish and effort and art when I see it. And you used Zoom to the best of your ability that I have seen. Now, not knowing a lot about technology, I would suggest to make I've seen some really spectacular backgrounds. And I know that Fursey uses black, and there's all kinds of, I don't know, just maybe the night sky or something. Although you don't need anything more, because your vocal variety, your use of Zoom, again, was 10 out of 10 for me. Now, the concept, I have to say, that was 15 out of 10 for me. I have never seen this particular quote, but any quote brought to life the way you brought it to life. and the costumes and the way you, I don't know, I wish I was more articulate because this stuck with me. I have not yet watched one recording of these leadership speak meetings, but I will watch this one because I'm familiar with the poem that she wrote, and I want to watch this again and again and again because it moved me. It moved me. And I haven't spoken to the scars on your face, but wow, you know, if you ever do a show in Canada, I'm coming because you are truly a performer. You moved me and you got high score in all of the categories that the Count has asked us to do. Congratulations.
Warrior of Light. Oh. Perfect. Now,
Madam General Evaluator, just give me some time, please. Somehow I've lost my clock. Please, you can give me a moment.
well,
I
let's hope
didn't
you
see
haven't
the
had your clock
timer.
skipped.
Yes, I showed you that I got lost. My timing got lost. Okay, I'm back. Thank you.
Did you step in some cow dung?
Thank you. I am.
Okay. Casper is going to be evaluating the Invisible Man. Casper.
Yes, I'm Casper, the friendly ghost, here and so welcomed to evaluate the Invisible Man. Invisible Man, this speech had such revealing aspects to it. You took us in at the beginning where you used descriptive language to listen to our hearts and what they would reveal. And as you spoke, you yourself revealed both the fear of the lies and the fear and the criticism of others, but then to raise up wonderful speech that brought us all in and truly made us one with you. We could feel that descriptive language that you used. As you slowly took off the gloves and came through and showed us your hands, massively dramatic. To stretch, I would take a look at the tech that you were using. These are simple aspects, but in using the tech, the glasses that you used actually revealed the screen that you were staring at. So using a different type of glass with an opaque lens will capture that. And I would encourage that you look at recording the speech to yourself first so that you can do that check of the tech. In revealing yourself, you continue to use all sorts of wonderful aspects that brought us even closer. For vocal variety, your vocal variety can continue to take us up on the mountains and down into the fear. The repetition at the end, so lovely. Fursey, my dear Fursey, that I think so highly of. Take us with that candle of light to yourself and to others, because you have the truth and the courage to lead us all as Toastmasters. Madam General Evaluator.
Okay. Waldo, please evaluate Nurse Pinkerton.
Thank you very much, Cowgirl Sharon. Nurse Pinkerton, who is often sometimes described as Marianna Burka. I loved how you opened up with your theme, with your background, and with your speech to get us into the moment and carry us on. You mentioned your leadership style as autocratic and provided such examples as Nurse Pinkerton. I enjoyed your Zoom presence, well done, and the use of your vocal variety. It's hard to determine where Marianna Burka ends and where Nurse Pinkerton begins. And now, and I'm addressing this to Marianna Burka, how could I address this to Nurse Pinkerton? On what Marianna could help Nurse Pinkerton with. First, your microphone sometimes was crackling. We all have been through that on Zoom one time or another, and it's always a challenge to make sure that microphone is working okay. But technology, as it is, haunts us from time to time in the most unexpected of circumstances. Just be careful when you use your gestures. Sometimes they'll just flow out of the screen. And it takes a little practice and a few video reviews to just get the right stage set up to prevent this from happening. And the transition at the conclusion left a little bit of an opening. We weren't sure where the speech had ended. And finally, for challenging yourself, consider other leadership styles in the speech, because we go through the survey of this project and we get one or maybe two leadership styles, but as life sometimes surprises us, we might have to step out of that comfort zone of our leadership style and adapt some elements of at least one other, most often the one that we are least comfortable with. And whatever leadership style that you use, keep demonstrating it. Keep showing it in any way you want. And with that, I turn it back over to you, Cowgirl Sharon.
Thank you, Waldo. Giddy up, Brahm, and evaluate Princess Ashwini. Brahm?
Myself. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes,
we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Madam GE, and especially Toastmaster Ashwini. Attitude determines one's altitude, like the eagles. Love that. But no, 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 not good, not very good, not excellent, but a fantastic presentation for a icebreaker. What's my justification for that? Is there? Yes, there are a few. Your Zoom presence. You knew what to do, how to do. About the lighting, 10 out of 10. You are an excellent presenter that way. You were already tuned in into what's happening. In other words, you knew what was happening in terms of where the audience were, in how do I make it an excellent presentation? That was really good. Vocal variety, you worked at it, but I would say I'm going to give you that feedback in a little while. Growth points. I'll give you some growth points. Without it, it's just another speech. Work very hard on your P's, the 3 P's. The absence of pauses. Pauses gives you the silence. And then people are wondering, what is Toastmaster Ashwini going to say next? And that silence is what's needed very much in your speech. In the pause, not a string of speeches, but rather segmenting one story to the other. And that makes a difference. Your pitches as well. Work on your pitches, saying that I went to the moon and this flew up the sky, those birds were there. And bring your voice down again to an acceptable level. That is good. And remember, I said about the pace. Work on your pace. It's important. Wrap up. I was looking for the wrap up or summary. Put a bow around your speech so that you'll be remembered. Ashwini's icebreaker forever. The other 2 little things I want you to work on. Watch today's recording. Gives you the feedback, what I'm talking about, as well as your speech itself. You self-reflect. Leadership speech. That was, again, an enjoyable speech for me, and I'll enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to your next speech fairly soon, Toastmaster Ashwini. And back to you.
Thank you.
Janji.
Okie dokie. Let's lasso Sandra in to evaluate the little devil.
What a little devil you are, and oh, so naughty. Sudarshan, you endeared yourself to the audience with that devilish laughter, that devilish opening laughter. You caught the attention of the audience, aroused interest in your naughty kiss and your sense of humor. You led us into your journey and you took us on stage with you at your performance, doing your devilish acts. You kept me interested with your speech development using smooth transitions. The body of your speech flowed logically and was supported by mischievous details. How can this devil mend his sinful ways? If you are that wicked, show me emotion. I wanted to see you demonstrate with your body language and take your speech up to another level. I wanted to see you breathe some more fire at the end, before you get off stage anyway. And I should be thanking you for letting me have the pleasure of getting to know Sudarshan. Your vocal variety, your voice was evil enough, expressive, and easily heard. So you had great vocal vitality, eye contact. Despite the use of the mask, you had great eye contact and, well, vocal variety, your volume, pitch, rate, and you varied your rate. That was good. You're speaking. Your volume, your voice was expressive and added meaning to what you said. And you did use pauses here and there to heighten the impact of your words. I like your tempo, and overall, your inflections and all that, really, it's just in the area of your body language I wanted more. You provoked audience interest from the start by setting the mood with your wicked laughter, and you took us right through your speech, held our interest throughout, and I believe you met my battery's running out, I'm sorry. You met the requirements for this presentation, and I can't wait to hear your next presentation. Over to you. I think I have a power cord.
Get along, Myrtle. Let's spur you along to evaluate a black cat.
Forecasting future, events often like searching a black cat in an untilled room that may not be even there. And that's you, black cat. When you entry in the podium, I thought I was watching some Hollywood movie. What a powerful message to start with that. Darkness and then brings light. Such a powerful message we can see. I love your story. What a powerful story with vocal variety. I love your Zoom presentations. It's amazing. It's just like watching a Hollywood movie. Your story, such a powerful story. Even till I can remember the name of Mr. Abe, your physics teacher in your academy. In your Zoom presence, the starting I love, amazing. That's the amazing part. And apart from that, you use so much powerful word like sincere dedication. Then you change the stage in the Zoom, and you're talking about some emotional thoughts that you bring at the end of the story. Dedication to your mentor and your well wishers. So I love the way you Zoom presence. Now coming to the vocal variety. Vocal variety, you really develop your range. It's like a share market. We should learn from a small child, even cat, dog. So such kind of vocal variety I'm expecting from you. Although you maintain a very good vocal variety with smiley face, and also breathe the right way. So that is one of the key components for vocal variety. Suppose when you are stressed, such kind of impact with vocal variety, with body language. I'm coming to the next. So that is amazing. Why I'm saying that? We know that role of body language in communications is dedicated into 3 different parts. 55% of your body movements. I think that part was quite missing. That part you can work on that. 7% of words, that's you are master on that part. And another 38%. And I think I score you around more than 25 about voice, tone, modulation, pause. What a perfect use of this. So as an overall, I love your Zoom presence, vocal variety on breathe the right way. That part you also need to improve. And in body language, you are excellent on eye contact, facial expressions. Only need to develop some posture, gesture on your Zoom presence. So that's all from my side. Over to you, Cowgirl Herron.
Saddle up, Countess Zaleska, and give us a fine ride regarding timing for the table topics and speeches evaluations.
I think you're missing another one evaluator.
Oh,
Bindhu,
I am. I
for the
am
witch.
so sorry. 50 Shades of Gray. Holy crappers. 50 Shades of Gray. Please evaluate Witch Cruella.
Rosie or Cruella. My goodness, you surprised me in the best possible way. You had the challenge of 6 predecessors who had amazing speeches and caught our attention, but you just managed to recatch it all over again in the best possible way. Now, I'm going to restrict my evaluation this time to the theme concepts, your personal desires for this evaluation, and a few, let's say, add-ons as far as I'm concerned. Now, as far as the theme concept was concerned, number 1, the Zoom presence. Oh my goodness, your ingenuity was superb. The costume, the bags, and you had more props than anyone else. Just 2 suggestions on this. One is on the name, when you put Witch Cruella, Cruella already has an international presence. And the audience may have some expectations. So next time, you might want to match your presence to the Witch Cruella we are comfortable with. The second one is when you're using props on a virtual background, there is always the, disappearing prop syndrome that is always a risk. So maybe practice. There are certain positions in which the props are visible. Try to restrict your movement so that all the props are visible. Now, the second one, vocal variety, loads of it, beautiful vocal variety, and it suited your character. But here, what I appreciated, and I'm sure that everyone else appreciated, was consistency. When you are adopting a character, the greatest challenge is consistency, a different voice. You did it beautifully. That witch was there for the entire 7 minutes. Kudos, you inspire me. Now, as far as your objectives were meant, your objective to go, you're a serious person, to go out of your comfort zone, dear, you just scored a 6. Please go for another comfort zone. This is nowhere near your comfort zone anymore. Now, just my personal add-ons. Well, the content, I felt was a little bit disjointed, your story. There was one episode where you brought in your real life and then it became fantasy. I think when you have this particular theme, it's always a challenge. The challenge of your Zoom presence versus the challenge of engaging us where the story is. And my just one little suggestion here is take up that challenge. Let that be your next challenge. Balancing your content, whatever you want to tell in your story, and how you are engaging us with your props and your stage presence. Find that delicate balance, and hopefully your next speech, I'm going to see your new comfort zone. Back to you, Cowgirl Sharon.
Thank you. Now, giddy up. Let's hear the count for the timing from Countess Zaleska.
Madam General Evaluator. Sandi, our super girl, 2 minutes, 41 seconds. And our Casper, 2 minutes, 47. Bindhu, 3 minutes, 13. Brahm, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Sandra, 2 minutes, 50. Mineral, 3 minutes, 25. And Bindhu, 3 minutes, 17. Count regular. Your nurse has got no blood for you, but I have some for you. Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Countess. Please vote for your best evaluator, table topics, and speeches if you haven't already done so.
Vote for the best evaluator. There's a vocal variety, best evaluator overall, and of course the Zoom presence. 3 different categories. It's on the screen.
And remember that Sharon Jenkins isn't there. I think that is Sandra.
Correct. Instead of Sharon Jenkins, it is Sandra who evaluated the Little Devil.
Now I will give my general evaluators report. Toastmaster Marie, your message was clear, not going to hell, but to the cloud. Set the tone for the meeting. Thank you. Toast by Lokesh. You were lassoed in and presented a yeehaw toast. It was a fine ride with Count Dracula exchanging his cup of blood. Toastmaster Brahm, you never stepped in cow dung. That's a fine ride you took us on as Count Dracula. Your corral will whip us into shape. I'll see you at high noon. No blood, just spirits. We're moseying on to the salon, so giddy up. Come as the crow flies. Yee-haw! For the meeting, I'll suggest this directly as the crow flies. Superb meeting. No horseshit. Many participants saddled up and joined the OK Corral with their attire and virtual backgrounds. No one stepped in cow dung. Recognition. Screen usage when we were told one of these things. That was pretty effective. I haven't seen that before. Fantastic. Gestures within the screen, so they weren't outside, but within. Where am I? Within the screen. And glasses can reflect on the screen. So be careful of how you use your props. Loved why pauses are so effective. So giddy up, everyone, and let's meet next week at Leadership Speaks Weekly Corral, where we spur one another on. Yeehaw! Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster. Oh, sorry, can I say one more thing? Sorry. I wanted to mention about the guests who also participated. We had Rockstar Ann Dockery, Pirate Sridevi, Servant Igor, Marna, your background was fantastic. I love it when everyone participated, whether like this or with the backgrounds, made the evening fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Was that fun or was that fun? Ladies and gentlemen, I will now return back from the land of darkness to the land of the living. I think I had fun. It was great fun, ladies and gentlemen. We have, of course, several winners to announce here. We will begin with the results for the Halloween speakers. They did an amazing job. Nurse Pinkerton, if the speakers are here, if you can just spotlight them next to me, all of them. But let me introduce to you our overall speaker winner, vocal variety winner, and the Zoom presence winner, all 3 of them. Now, the audience have voted, and they voted unanimously for the same one person, all the 3 categories: speaker, vocal variety, and effects, Zoom presence, and so on. Completely, unanimously, all 3 categories belong to one person, and that one person is Nikhita Winkler today. Nikhita, congratulations. What an amazing effort. The audience were enthralled. They voted for you by popular vote. Amazing speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Of course, we had other speakers here who did a great job. I mean, which Cruella, I mean, I laughed my guts out. Like incredible. I haven't laughed like that in Toastmasters for a very long time. And you made me laugh so much. It was just amazing. I want to, of course, and pretty brilliant, a newer member, of course, which Cruella with us here. She's been a Toastmaster many years in Kenya. And for somebody who holds a very high position, a managing director, to be able to do what she did today here, I was like, wow. And she had resisted this for quite a while, and then I didn't, just so unexpected. So thank you for going way out of your comfort zone and doing what you did. Of course, our brand new members who just recently joined, the Black Cat, the Princess. Thank you so much for going out of your comfort zone. You didn't even know what Halloween is, just like Rosie didn't know what Halloween is, but you went and stretched yourself. And of course, the Invisible Man, Fursey. Thank you so much for the support and the message that you bring. And then Nurse Pinkerton, VP of Education. Very well done, and your leadership style and what it really means. And all those pictures behind you, just you yourself. They were not different people really, but you took that extra effort to do that. So thank you all very much for the great effort. Looks like we love and enjoy playing characters. The last one that we did was Men in Black, and we played characters there. And we really enjoyed that. So here's my promise. Around Christmas time, most people don't celebrate Christmas, or they don't take off for weeks on end. Maybe around that Christmas time, I know people in the West probably want time off a little bit, but if those people who are not in the West, in North America, whatever, and they want something, we'll make it interesting around that time, and we'll have characters and play and so on, and really enjoy ourselves. So let's see if we can do that. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Now, the evaluators, if you can take these people off the screen so that I can have the evaluators here, and I can thank them. If you can bring the evaluators on, that'll be a great pleasure. Now, of course, for the evaluators, the voting was not the same person. All three different categories, about three different people. Amazing. And so I will not announce them until they are all here. If you can highlight all the evaluators. And I know Nurse Pinkerton is like working crazy trying to do all that highlighting and highlighting, spotlighting people, I mean. Thank you, AJ, for coming and doing this at the last minute when our evaluator dropped out. Thank you for supporting this club all the time. Whenever we need you, you're always here. Me and AJ are, of course, in another club in California. It's SMEDIS Chapter 1 Advanced Toastmasters Club, and really enjoyed that club as well. So thank you for being here. All right, let's see now. And Sandra, thank you for taking on that role this very morning, Sandra. So thank you very much. And I think Sandra wants to become a member in the near future. Now, do we have all of them here? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more person who's missing there.
Yeah, here everyone is here now.
Ah, Waldo. Yes.
Where is Waldo?
Where in the world is Waldo? Those of you who are old enough know what I mean, right? That was one of those games. Where in the world is Waldo? So thank you very much, Sandra, for taking this on. Waldo, for the effort. Bindhu, of course, the mask. This very well done. Marinal, thanks so much. One of our newer members since August, actually, from Kolkata. And of course, Sandi and Ram are from District 86. They are right here. Or 123, actually, for Sandi, but it used to be District 86 before. Thank you all very much for being here and for all the effort and stretching yourself. And let's keep stretching that zone. Like, let's have fun, next time around as well. And I would urge all of our members as well to really play that. And because it really gives you that opportunity to find something within you that you never found before. Don't think of yourself as if you look like a fool or whatever. That destroys your creativity. So thank you all so much for stepping forward and being what you do. Now, when people see me professionally, of course, they never think I'll play Count Dracula, but I do it, and I play the part, and I play Men in the Black and all that, and when people see me doing serious speeches, elsewhere, they would never dream that I would do that, but I do. So we all have that creativity within us. So let's all express it now. You're all waiting for the result, however. So our best overall evaluator. Oh, let's begin the Zoom presence, effective Zoom presence, and then work ourselves up. Of course, the Zoom presence and the most effective presence we had was Bindhu Joseph. Yay! Awesome. Wonderfully done. That is what our audience voted for. Now, the best vocal variety evaluator is none other than Sandi Emdin. Whoa, Sandi, congratulations. And the best overall evaluator, AJ Herron, congratulations. Whoa, Asper, very well played. Thank you very much, everyone. We are 2 minutes over time, so hang on. Madam Nurse Pinkerton and Nurse Deva, if you can clear the screen for me so that we can tell our guests now here who are here as to what we are up to on November the 6th. On November the 6th, yes, it is a Sunday. I mean, on November the 5th, we'll have a regular meeting, which is next week. And on November the 6th, we have a special event put together by Leadership Speak. And that special event is right here, and hopefully, let me just share my sound as well. Do that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here is our.
Hello, bonjour. I am Alexandre Matt. I hope you can join us for the Global Leadership Impact Summit, the first time since the World Championship that you will be able to see the 3 top winners all at the same place. And to celebrate, I brought cookies. Would you like one? Please have a piece. I have a few left over. Yeah, there you go. Now, it's not my traditional no-bake cake, but still, it's very delicious. Please leave me a piece, okay? I'll take this last one. Thank you. Please join us on November 6th for the Global Leadership Impact Summit, Amplify Your Impact.
Amplifying your impact is so important in today's world. Whether it's the choice of your words or the way you deliver the message using your body language and your voice. Don't you think it's important to know how to impact others? Hi everyone, my name is Mas Mahathir, the 3rd place winner in the World Championship of Public Speaking. And I want you to join this session because this will be an opportunity of a lifetime, where I will be in the same panel with world number 2 Alexandre and of course world champion Cyril Jr. Dim. So if you want to know how to amplify your impact, this is the place you need to go to. Global Leadership Summit. I'll see you there.
Hi, I am Cyril Jr. Dim, the 2022 World Champion of Public Speaking. I'm super excited to be with you guys on November the 6th to answer any questions that you have about public speaking, about presenting authentically, about finding the true you on the Global Leadership Impact Summit. Again, that's November the 6th. Can't wait to see you guys.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. November the 6th. You'll not only see the 3 gentlemen here who were at Nashville 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place for the first time ever since Nashville, on stage here virtually on Zoom with Leadership Speak in a event called Global Leadership Impact Summit, Amplify Your Impact. So it's all about going to be how can you amplify your impact. Not only that, but we have 2 international presidents with us on that day as well, and they will be doing a panel discussion on how to amplify your impact. If your club isn't doing well, or if it's doing even very well, you want to see what else is there to amplify your impact. And guess who do we have? Well, we have Lark Dolly and Pat Johnson who will be here. I don't have their slide. It's been prepared, but I don't have it right in front of me here. But so we will have that. And then we will also have an entrepreneur who is Sridhar Ranganathan, who is not only a distinguished Toastmaster, and he's got over 100 awards in speaking, as well as international speech contest winner at the district level, but is a highly successful entrepreneur outside of Toastmasters, using Toastmasters skills, how he has become very successful outside of Toastmasters. And so he will be our keynote speaker as well. And then we have, of course, district directors at Leadership Forum. So it's a lengthy program. And absolutely, we will be doing this next week. Please be here, register. The registration link is in the in the chat. I'm just making sure that I put it in again for you. Just the registration link. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end this meeting and adjourn this meeting. Adjourn, and